Miss Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's
Yes.
going on?
Yes. I'm here to get child support. We have an adopted son.
Okay. How old is your adopted son?
He's 16.
Okay.
And I've been taking care of him by myself for probably the last 6 years.
Okay.
And he's getting, it's where things are more expensive. And we adopted him at late in life, and because I couldn't have children, and so Mr. Sanchez thought that we should adopt.
Miss Sanchez steps into courtroom with a heavy heart. For 6 years, she's raised her adopted son alone. No help, no support. She's not here for revenge, but for the child they promised to raise together. The judge listens closely. But what will Mr. Sanchez say when it's his turn to speak? Stay tuned.
Couldn't have children, and so Mr. Sanchez thought that we should adopt. But several years ago, he also decided that he should have a secretarial person in his life, so to speak.
What do you mean by that?
He had an affair with his secretary.
Oh, okay.
And so I was left to raise our son by myself.
When you say that you're raising him by yourself, he's not giving you any type of support?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if he has any money?
I know he does. I know that his parents just recently passed away, and they had a big farm, and they had a lot of land, and they had a bunch of cows, and so I know they're worth something. And he's always had a steady job.
Miss Sanchez reveals a devastating betrayal. Mr. Sanchez had an affair with his secretary, then vanished, leaving her alone with their adopted son. Even more shocking, he's never paid a dime in support, but she's sure he's hiding money and secrets. What else will she uncover? Don't miss what's coming next.
They had a big farm, and they had a lot of land, and they had a bunch of cows, and so I know they're worth something. And he's always had a steady job. He's worked for the government forever. And he doesn't think that he should have to pay me any child support because he said it's not his biological child. And
Wait a minute, real quick. You understand that an adopted child is your legal responsibility, right?
Absolutely, and I never said I don't take care of him.
But did you say what she just said, that, or you believe what she just said, that you don't have to take care of him because he's not biologically yours?
No, I never said that.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Sanchez dares argue he doesn't owe anything because the child isn't biological. But the law says adoption is permanent. A bond by choice, not blood. Will the judge see through the loophole? Or could this dangerous defense actually hold? The next moment could change everything.
She just said that you don't have to take care of him because he's not biologically yours.
No, I never said that.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you were going to give me that
Absolutely
answer.
not.
Okay.
Your
Because
Honor,
you understand
does
that
this
an
look like
adopted...
the face of somebody who would not take care of a child?
Well, I don't know, sir. I see plenty of faces that don't take care of their kids, so I can't
Well,
really
it's my
accurately answer that
responsibility
question.
to take care of my child,
Okay.
even though he is adopted.
Okay. Well, even though the adoption part has nothing to do with it, and from now on, don't call him adoptive son. Okay, he's your son,
That's correct.
legally adopted. Your son.
That's correct.
Okay. Now
The judge shuts it down hard. He's not your adopted son. He's your son. The courtroom falls silent as the judge delivers a powerful message about responsibility. Mr. Sanchez is running out of excuses. Will he finally step up or keep dodging the truth?
From now on, don't call him adoptive son. Okay, he's your son,
That's correct.
legally adopted. Your son.
That's correct.
Okay, now I'll be back to you in
Yes.
just one moment,
Yes,
okay?
Your Honor.
So let's talk about this land and cattle and all of that. So you said his parents are deceased.
his parents died about a year ago, and he inherited a lot of land that's worth probably close to $200,000.
Okay.
And there's some cattle being run on there.
200,000. And you say he worked for the government?
He does. He works for the government, Your Honor.
So all of this money and he hasn't given you anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Bombshell drops. Mr. Sanchez inherited $200,000 in land and cattle. Yet Miss Sanchez hasn't received a single dollar. The judge's expression says it all. His silence is thunderous, and justice is about to speak. Just how deep does Mr. Sanchez's greed go?
So all of this money and he hasn't given you anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay, sir, you work for the government currently and you inherited some land and you have cattle on that land and you have not paid her any money for your son?
I inherited 10 acres. That's it. I've got 6 heads
That's
of cattle.
it. Do you know how many acres 10 acres is? Sir, some people's houses aren't even sitting on 1 acre.
Well, it depends where it is.
Okay.
Well, it's
You have
not
10
in the
acres. How much?
City of wherever.
Is it accurate what she said that these acres are worth almost $200,000?
$160,000.
Okay.
Mr. Sanchez tries to play it down. It's just 10 acres. But the land is worth $160,000. The math doesn't lie, and neither does his reluctance. The judge leans in. Time for excuses is over. What happens next could hit harder than anyone expected.
But she said that these acres are worth almost $200,000.
$160,000.
Okay, that's close to two. You know
Well,
what?
that's $40,000 less.
It may be, but it's still worth close to $200,000, which is what she said.
The
Now-
cattle are worth $40,000.
The cattle. Okay, so to combine, that's $200,000.
Well, it sounds like it.
So you have assets and worth in excess of $200,000, and you don't want to give this woman anything for your son?
I'll give her something.
Excuse me? You'll give her something?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm going to make sure that you give it to her on a consistent basis.
I'm a caseworker.
Okay.
Backed into a corner, Mr. Sanchez mutters that he'll pay something. But the judge isn't here for crumbs. Child support isn't optional. It's a legal duty. And now that duty is about to be written in stone. Watch what happens when the court brings down a hammer.
No, I'm going to make sure that you give it to her on a consistent basis.
I'm a caseworker.
Okay.
We make very little money as a case. You do cases all the time.
Sir.
I'm a caseworker. I deal with this all the time.
Okay.
This isn't fair.
How much do you make as a caseworker? No, what's not fair is the fact that you have not given her any money and you have assets worth $200,000 and you work an everyday job. How much money are you making on your job every day?
40,000, $50,000, that's it.
40, 50,000. You know what, sir? You
Wait.
came here to waste my time.
Wait.
No, you wait,
Hold
because
on.
that is ridiculous. You're making a lot of money and you haven't given her anything.
The judge has had enough. Mr. Sanchez earns $50,000, owns land, owns livestock, yet still offers nothing. You're wasting my time. The judge snaps. The courtroom holds its breath. Next comes a breakdown, numbers, facts, and finally, accountability.
You're making a lot of money and you haven't given her anything.
I take care of the child. He comes to the farm. I teach him things about how to work the land. I mean, I spend so much time with that child.
So you're teaching him a trade,
Yes,
and that
ma'am.
is excellent. However,
Yes, ma'am.
trade has nothing to do with the financial responsibility of him, okay? So what I'm going to do, because your assets, although they're not income producing per se, I can still base your child support off of that. You have
Only when it's sold. It's only worth it when it's sold.
Mr. Sanchez tries to defend himself. I'm teaching a trade, he claims, but the judge shuts him down. Morals don't buy football cleats. It's time to count every dollar. The court is about to make sure this child finally gets what he's owed.
It's only worth it when it's sold.
No, I can base your child support based on the assets that you have, even though they have not been sold and they're not income producing. So, because you have so much money, when you add together what you make yearly, along with your assets, what I can do is take a reasonable amount of that and calculate your child support, okay?
Reasonable amount.
Reasonable. I
Okay.
said, that's what I said.
What do you consider reasonable?
I thought I was the judge in asking the questions.
Well-
so I'm getting ready to tell you what I consider reasonable, okay?
Assets might not bring in cash every day, but they count. And the judge is done pretending they don't. Mr. Sanchez's wealth is no longer invisible. The reckoning is here. Now it's time to assign a value to justice.
Well,
So I'm getting ready to tell you what I consider reasonable, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, our son is 16 and he is playing football in school, and he has all these expenses, and I have asked Mr. Sanchez to please give us some money to buy the uniforms and for all these other expenses, and he's going to be coming up on graduation and
Okay.
all those expenses, and this man doesn't want to give me anything. That's the excuse I get all the time. Well, I take him to the farm, I teach him how to milk the cows, or I teach him how to bale the hay. Well,
Ms. Sanchez explains the rising costs. Football, graduation, everyday needs. But Mr. Sanchez deflects with tall tales from a farm. The judge leans forward. No more delays, no more distractions. It's about to get real in that courtroom.
That's the excuse I get all the time. Well, I take him to the farm, I teach him how to milk the cows, or I teach him how to bale the hay. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not paying for his football uniform.
And I agree with that. It costs money to raise a child.
This is a hearing aid. I have been dealing with this all my life with this woman. I take them out just so I don't have to listen to it.
You know what, sir? That is very uncalled for.
That's all she does, is complain.
Well, she has a legitimate complaint. Don't you think? You have not been giving her anything for the support of your child.
Okay, I'll support the child. Just leave me alone.
Okay, she's getting ready to leave you alone right now.
One of the cruelest moments yet. Mr. Sanchez admits he removed his hearing aid just to avoid listening to her. But this isn't about old grudges. It's about the life of a child. And the judge is about to shut him down hard.
I'll support the child. Just leave me alone.
Okay, she's getting ready to leave you alone right now because I'm getting ready to bother you with these numbers, okay? So what we're going to do is calculate your child support based on, you say you make about $50,000 as a case manager, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to add that with that $40,000 worth of cattle that you have.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they give you a gross of $90,000. A yearly, of $90,000.
That's correct.
I have your gross at $7,500, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's time for hard numbers. $50,000 salary, $40,000 in cattle, $90,000 total. And that's just the beginning. Mr. Sanchez's excuses are officially outnumbered. This calculation is about to hit like a gavel.
I have your gross at $7,500. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Brings your net to $5,834.63. You only have one child that's under the age of 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so who carries health insurance for the child?
I've been paying a private policy for him for the last 6 years since he walked out the door.
You've been paying policy.
Okay.
Where are you getting the money to pay the policy?
Excuse me, sir. You will address me just because
Yes, Your
my head
Honor.
is down. Don't cut me off either.
Yes, ma'am.
You wait until I finish.
The judge tallies it all: gross income, insurance, assets. Mr. Sanchez tries to cut in, but the court won't be interrupted. The final figure is moments away, and when it hits, there's no turning back.
Excuse me, sir. You will address me just because
Yes,
my
Your
head
Honor.
is down. Don't cut me off either.
Yes, ma'am.
You wait until I finish.
Yes, ma'am.
Just because my head is down and I'm doing something else does not mean I'm not paying attention, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is, how much is that a month,
I
ma'am?
pay $130 a month.
$130. Okay, so you're going to reimburse that to her every month. You understand that?
I guess I have no choice, do I?
No, you don't have a choice because I just told you. So, based on your child support, I have $1,166.93.
Do I have a choice? Mr. Sanchez sneers. The judge doesn't flinch. He owes $1,166.93 per month. Starting now. It's final. No more games. No more delays. But there's one last blow still to come.
I have $1,166.93. Your child support obligation monthly to $1,296.93.
So, since you're good at math, what does that leave me? Income for a year.
Oh, let me check. Let's
Yeah, that
see.
would be good.
Yeah, you know what? What's good? That $160,000 worth of 10 acres of land, that's what you're left with. Sell it, and then maybe you'll have some money. Any other questions?
Well,
And you go to work every day. So $50,000 plus your $160,000 sounds like you're living a very good life at $210,000 a year. And if there are no further questions, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
take the other hearing
The
aid.
courtroom falls silent. $1,166.93 per month. $210,000 in total wealth. Mr. Sanchez is finally held accountable. But this wasn't just about money. It was about dignity, respect, and truth. If you believe in real justice, share your thoughts and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories.